What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lunch with Bcray. We'll call it Lunch with Bcray because this is my lunchtime, and we're just out here enjoying the beautiful sunlight of Hawaii. Right today, I wanted this video might be a little long, but I'm gonna try to keep it short as possible. Right, but let's talk about this whole Super Bowl. Right, so I'm gonna start from the Super Bowl from the beginning, location, and then I'll continue to talk about it until we get to the halftime show. Halftime show will probably be a bulk of this video anyway. So let's talk about it. So two teams with the Super Bowl: the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's not a surprise who won. The Eagles won. They dominated the Kansas City Chiefs. It is what it is. So it took place in New Orleans. So pre-game, they did most of their stuff down in New Orleans, down in the French Quarters, which was fabulous. I have no complaints there. They did a very good job. I heard there was no big arrest or nothing bad happening. So I guess the security posture that they took was pretty good as well. So it's always a good thing, right? All right. So let's move into the actual stadium itself. They started off doing the Black National Anthem. They did the Black National Anthem, which is the third voice and sing, and that was sung by, I'm trying to find the lady who sung it. I can't think of her name right now, but I think it was Mazzo, something like that. But she sung the Black National Anthem, and her and the choir that she had behind her, fantastic. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And then there was another guy on the piano. I can't think of his name. He sung another song that I don't remember off the top of my head. If I remember, I'll put it across the bottom. And when I say her name right, I will make sure I put her name across the bottom as well. And then they did, the national anthem, America the Beautiful. This trombonist on America the Beautiful. That dude was fire. That dude played that trombone. It was fire. If you're not a band person like me, you don't understand the importance of a trombone, or the importance of bass, or just how a trombone can make music happen. It was freaking fabulous. It was freaking fabulous. It was freaking fabulous. But anyway, it was fabulous. But he did a good job, and I forgot who the girl was. Oh, sorry. I forgot doing pregame. One of the most important parts of me. It was Lady Gaga. She did a dedication song to the men and women of the LA fires, the plane crash, and LA fire plane crash, and the dude and the people who died during the New Orleans thing that happened. So she did a good job too. So let me go back there. So she had on this white gown that kind of fluctuated the piano seat, and she sounded good. Like, it started off as them talking about how we are as a nation, how we're going to continue to come together as a nation through all these trials and tribulations the nation has been through in regards to the LA fires, in regards to the plane crash that in Washington D.C., and in regards to the terrorist event that happened out in New Orleans. So she sung it, and it was just it moves you. That her song moves you. Like, if you are a person that understands compassion, it truly moves you when it came to her song, because it was amazing. It was just an amazing song that she had sung. But let's fast forward back to what I was saying. Now the game started. The game was good. There was a questionable call at the beginning with the refs, and then I think as the game went on, it was a questionable call against the Eagles. But I think it was offensive pass interference, and then that was very, very questionable. It was very. I know everybody was on that. I know everybody was on the edge of the seat. Like, it's gonna be one of those games. Right? It's gonna be one of those games, right? So, and then I think as the game went on, a couple of touchdowns, and then there was another questionable call against the Chiefs, and I forgot what that call was. I forgot what that call was, but anyway, the referee didn't call it or something, but it was another questionable call there. So that's how that game went. So by the halftime, it was a lot to a zero. It was a lot to zero. That's how the game was, a lot to zero. So then it came time for the halftime show. I do want to say a couple things before I get into the meat and potatoes of the halftime show. People online already are talking bad about the halftime show. Like, it was the worst halftime show ever. This will go in history as the worst halftime show ever. Kendrick Lamar had a chance to present himself to the world, and all he did was beef with Drake through the whole halftime show. The problem is this: Drake. Kendrick Lamar is not for everybody. You have to understand Kendrick Lamar to understand the kind of show he put on. Another thing that I thought about after the halftime show, if you was looking for Kendrick Lamar to do a halftime show with all these glitz and glamours and stage changes and all that stuff, you was mistaken. That's not. Go ahead and get into Kendrick Lamar's performance, right? And I pulled this off Facebook, and this is probably one of the best ones that I've seen. So I am gonna read it, and I think this explains the whole show period. From the moment Samuel L. Jackson, playing as Uncle Sam figure, welcomed Kendrick Lamar with a sharp situations, it was clear his performance will be unlike any other. Kendrick Lamar uses his platform to challenge, reclaim, and remind America exactly who he is and what he stands for. All right, so the next one they went into the street as a symbol of the fight. Kendrick took to the streets, literally. Instead of a typical flashy set, his performance was staged on what looks like a concrete block, a visual metaphor for the real backgrounds Black people navigate daily. It wasn't just a stage, it was a street fight, a fight for respect and survival. His dancers in red, white, and blue tracksuits weren't just performing, they were representing Black bodies moving through America under the scrutiny, consistently labeled as too loud, too reckless, too ghetto. This was Kendrick's way to reclaim power, flipping the narrative and showing that these same bodies define culture, shape history, and carry resilience. Squid Game referenced the reality of survival. Kendrick also incorporated Squid Game's inspired visuals, a nod to the brutal, high-stakes nature of survival, especially in Black America. Just like the Squid Game, the message was clear. This system is designed for us to fail, but we're keeping the ways to survive. Protecting Black women, a nod to Serena Williams after Drake disrespected her. Not Like Us, a message to Drake and America that our culture is real. A call to action. The world is in crisis. Turn off the TV, organizing, and unite. And then the game over, a bold statement demanding change. That's what one person came up with, and I think I like that better than I was saying earlier. I think I like that so much more better. So to me, that's all what this whole show was, and that's for people to understand. Like you said, cut off your TV. You know, that it's time for the world to unite. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you feel about what's going on in the world today or who's in charge of the world today, we can still unite and become one, and that's the message that he was trying to give people, and it just flew over so many people's heads. Like I said, I had to research this myself to figure out what he was saying. I'm a fan, but I'm not that much of a fan. I don't have his whole CD. I ain't listen to every CD he put out with. I just know about the beef between him and Drake. And if y'all are wondering what is going on between him and Drake, a lot of y'all like, what's going on between him and Drake? Who is this Drake dude that he talks about? So Drake is this rapper from Canada. You know, they I want to say they got into the scene at the same time. And I guess it was one time Drake was running his mouth as usual, and he had came out and he had said some stuff like Kendrick, when are you gonna drop another CD or some crap like that, or where you at, something like that. So, and then Kendrick came back. He came back with Not Like Us and some other stuff, but Not Like Us is the one that put him, that gave him the Grammy that he got. So not only is Drake getting his ASS ring right now, off a diss song. This diss song that earned this man Grammys, and he sung it in front of a million people internationally around the world. Not like us. And then he just dissed them. He dissed Drake like that. So Drake's probably at home crying. And if you're a Drake fan, I'm sorry, you're probably at home crying too. But it is what it is. Sometimes, like my mom always told me, sometimes you gotta keep your mouth shut. It is what it is. But anyway, people, let me know down in the comments how you feel about the whole Super Bowl performance as well. Like I said, overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 8. I give it an 8. Nope, I'll take that back. I give it a 10. Because if you take the message and then the performance and you put it together, it makes a 10. Everything, you'll understand, everything will lock into place. The message and the choreography, everything will lock into place. You'll understand it. Same thing, like I said, you gotta unite as people. But anyway, people, I'm not keeping y'all any longer. My lunchtime is just about over. I got 10 minutes and I need to just get myself together before I go back to work. People, please continue to pray for one another. Continue to pray for everybody. That's the best thing I said. Pray for everybody. And the last thing I'm gonna say, people, you don't know when your day is gonna come. And I keep saying it because if you look around the world, the world is in chaos right now. The world is in chaos right now. We got planes falling from skies. We got people taking over people's jobs. We got people getting fired from their jobs. It's so much going on in the world today, right? And that's why I said we have to look out for one another. Stop holding petty grudges with each other, because today may be your last day on earth. You know, them people that got on that airline, they got on that flight, they came into Virginia, when they crashed in Virginia, they didn't think that that was gonna be their last day on earth. So you gotta make sure that you love one another, you support one another, and you be honest with one another. That being said, I love and support each and every one of y'all. Thank you for everything y'all do for the show. Thank you, and I love you, and make sure you check on your battle buddies. Bye.